Well, it may be April Fool's Day today. The Reserve Bank's upcoming decision is no joke, though. In a few hours, the RBA is set to reveal if an interest rate cut could be on the cards for households across our country. The decision, which comes in the midst of a federal election campaign, of course, is widely expected to be a letdown for some. But is there any hope for homeowners? To find out more, we're joined by Australia's top forecaster and HSBC's chief economist, Paul Bloxham. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What do you think the RBA will do today?
I think they're going to be firmly on hold. I don't think they're going to change their policy setting today. And I think there's a couple of things. I mean, the first thing is at the last meeting when they cut back in February, they gave us pretty strong indications that although they could deliver a cut at that point in time, they didn't think they would be delivering back-to-back cuts. They didn't think the economy was in need of lots more stimulus. So that was one thing. And then if you look at what's happened in terms of the information we've had since then, the data on the numbers for the economy, it's all pretty much tracked the way the RBA had expected. So growth is on a little bit of an upswing, inflation's gradually coming down, and the labour market, the jobs market, which I think is really critically important, is still quite strong. The unemployment rate is still tracking broadly sideways. So nothing's much surprised them in that 6-week period, and they had indicated that they really weren't going to consider that rate cuts were on the table this time around.
OK, so we'll keep talking to you every month for a while, or every couple of months. So let's talk about the US. There seems to be a lot of things coming up about Trump, about the stock market, about tariffs. What is happening there?
Well, a lot of it's to do with big policy changes that are going on as a result of the Trump administration. And one of the features of that, a big feature of it, of course, is trade policy and tariffs, right? The idea that they're lifting the taxes on imports into the US economy. And so those tariffs, there've been a number of them announced already. They've lifted tariffs on China and they've lifted tariffs on Canada. And tomorrow, there's this big day. It's a big day for markets tomorrow. What the Americans are calling Liberation Day. This is the way they've been describing it, where they're set to announce a whole new batch of tariffs. And of course, the market's watching that very, very carefully because it's going to have pretty big global implications, whatever it is they decide to do.
On Australian markets. And even if you don't think you're in the stock market, your super might be. So
that's right. So you've got a global exposure through your investments and particularly through your super. That's the way people will possibly see this playing out.
OK, thank you very much for the update. Talk to you soon. Here's Sheva.